Palace of Buckingham.
The operation we've put together here is certainly one of the biggest, technically, we've ever done anywhere in the world.
When you kind of turn that corner coming into Buckingham Palace and you see all the makeshift TV studios that are set up, you know this is going to be a big deal.
I think it will be a lovely party of the new royal pop stars, William and Kate.
It's a last-minute hair attack.
This is certainly the biggest thing, with the biggest crew that we've ever sent from Australia to cover anything, including the Beijing Olympics.
Growing up in Canada, of course, we love the Queen, and we watch all the royal weddings faithfully. And I thought I would love someday to cover a royal wedding. And now I'm here. I can hardly believe I'm in London getting to do it.
I actually got to talk to Prince Harry yesterday.
And they want to see the kiss on the balcony in 1981. Only 1 second between Charles and Diana. I think 7 or 10 seconds must be.
You could probably say love is in the air for everybody.
Just a little flavour, because believe me, this is an enormous industry, and when you see the world's media gathered in force, even those of us who are used to it, it's quite a sight. And Katie, you're doing lots of work for one of the big American networks, and you'll be joining them a little later.
I am. I've got to go off and do Good Morning America. I mean, we're doing an East Coast special followed by a West Coast special. This is a marathon broadcasting session. It's incredible. I mean, I've spent a lot of time over in the States recently, and the reception to this couple, I mean, honestly, Hugh, they cannot get enough. They are as bright, as glossy, as beautiful and as fabulous as any A-list couple over there. They adore them, and I think I remember saying to George Stephanopoulos at GMA, what is it, George, that really makes us so interested, you so interested? And he said, Diana. It is the legacy of Diana. As her son, we want to know everything about William and his future bride, and they're smitten by William and Catherine. And in fact, the rumour is that after Canada, which is of course their first official tour, they will be coming at some point via the States. So I think, my goodness, I'd love to be over there for that, because it'll be a very warm welcome.
I think we'd all like to be on that, so that's something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
A very interesting facet of today's events, and as we look at the Abbey, and it's starting to fill up, there's lots of interest in the friends. I don't mean the huge, wide circle of friends. I mean the tight circle of friends around William and Kate, especially around William. He's been very keen to protect them in a way, and to protect them from public coverage. Difficult today because they're going to be there on show, and we'll be seeing some of them. So tell us who we should be looking out for. Well,
I suppose the key people that you want to look out for are Thomas van Strabansy, one of Prince William's very best friends, Guy Pelly, who's helping here at Buckingham Palace with the evening reception, and James Mead as well. I suppose are really the trio of the inner sanctum. William's friends are, that's Guy Pelly there, William's friends are incredibly protective. They won't talk. There is a code of conduct. You don't breach it. If you breach it, you're out forever. Thomas van Strabansy, great friend, has helped Harry with his best man speech, has probably helped William a bit as well. They really are the core support behind Prince William. He invests a lot in his friends. He trusts a lot in his friends because they give him an awful lot back. It's a support that he can't get anywhere else. And Kate is the same. She also has a very tight circle of friends. And you're right, they will be here today. The cameras will be on them in a way that they're not usually. It'll be interesting to see how they deal with it. I think you will find very, very few of them will ever speak. That bond, that trust and that loyalty is so important, and it's greatly rewarded as well. They holiday with their friends, they spend a lot of time with their friends. They're regular guests at their home in Anglesey. It's just we very rarely get to hear about it.
It's interesting. You know, it's often said that he values their opinion, that they spare him nothing in giving their opinions to him. They're proper sounding boards. You know, is that really true? I mean, can they really be completely unguarded in the way they speak to him? I think actually the real inner circle are. Yes, I think absolutely. And I think Prince William respects that. I think he's a very different type of royal. He's very modern. Just to bring it back to William and Catherine, you know, she will challenge him. They have ups, they have downs. She'll tell him when he's wrong. She'll tell him when he's put a foot out of line, and vice versa. And you know what? I think that's why this works. I want to ask you as well about Kate, the influences on her, because the sister, clearly, Pippa, very close to her, but who's the circle around Kate? Well, the circle is as small and tight, if not smaller and tighter than William's. She's incredibly close to her mother, Carol. They have a very special relationship, and with Michael, her father. But Pippa, I think, is really her rock. There's not much between them age-wise, only a year. Of course, Pippa is going to be the maid of honour today, and I think she really is Pippa's
her very, very best friend, the one that Kate can really confide in. I mean, Pippa holds the key to all of those secrets.
Interesting yesterday, just having a quick chat with Pippa during the rehearsal, or just after the rehearsal, and she came across someone who's very modest, actually, and very, very grounded.
I think that's typical of the whole family, and I think that's what William loves so much about the nucleus of the Middletons, is the normality. They spend Sundays having lunch around the table together. It's a very normal family environment, perhaps something that he never really had himself, and I think he feels very privileged and very lucky to be joining this. And this is a merging of these two families, and I think we will see after this wedding the Middletons continue to be a very big part of William's life. He still wants to go on holidays with them, and I think he's going to be able to do that.
Katie, it's lovely to have you with us. You've got some work to do, I know that.
I have. I must
so,
scarf that.
Sadly, I'll need to let you go, but it's been lovely to have you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Katie Nicholl there. Lots of familiar faces starting to arrive, and I'm going to join Fiona straight away, who's talking to one of them.
Yes, I am joined by Sir Clive Woodward, who of course coached the England rugby team to glory in 2003. How are you feeling? You excited?
Very excited. I think myself and Jane came down to the Palace last night, and to see everyone camping out and just all the nationalities from all around the world, it was just fantastic and just a great showcase for our country. So yeah, very excited, and it should be a fantastic day.
And how well do you know William and Kate?
Yeah, I know William very well and Harry very well. They're big rugby fans. William first started coming to the rugby when I was coaching, sort of 1998 when he first came, and has always been a big fan since, and comes to the car at Twickenham with Harry, and big fans, and so know him quite well, and obviously a big day from him. Very proud of him in many ways.
And you were saying to me just before that you feel a bit nervous for them, though.
Well, just coming down last night, just to see the whole scale of the event, it was just absolutely fantastic, and just so proud to be British in a way, because the whole country is clearly behind this wonderful couple, and it just should be a wonderful day. And he'll be very nervous, a little bit nervous for him, and Catherine, and but just to be here today and the buzz around the place is just wonderful.
And you say William comes down to watch the rugby, and of course he came on tour with you as well. How involved does he get?
Well, he just knows the players very well. He's a fan. He's a patron of the Welsh Rugby Union as well. So him and Harry have been big fans all the time. And I remember going up to the first time I met Catherine was up in Scotland. England played Scotland, and they came to the dinner afterwards, and they just love to meet the players, and they'll know that a lot of the rugby players very well. It was good to see a few of the players here today. They've invited to the wedding as well from the Lions tour. So no, they're just genuine guys, and just very pleased with them both. And
are you going on to any of the celebrations after the service?
Yes, we're going to the Palace afterwards for the afternoon gathering, and yeah, it's just a wonderful day. So.
Well, you're going to have quite a day. Enjoy it. Thanks very much for talking to us.
Thanks, Fiona. Have a great day yourself.
Sir Clive Woodward, good to see him, and talking there to Fiona, of course, and we'll be talking to some more guests as they arrive. Seems like a good moment for me to welcome those of you joining us, and just to give you a little timetable, what we're expecting, because we've got a good few hours ahead of us, so I'd like to just go through it very quickly so that we have an idea. VIP guests arriving from 10 o'clock, but given that Sir Clive Woodward is there, they've started arriving already. Prince William and Harry, that's a crucial time. 10 past 10, they'll be leaving Clarence House. That's a break with tradition. They're going very early to the Abbey so that Prince William can have a chat with some of his best friends. So we'll see a little bit of that. 20 past 10, we'll see the bride's mother and James Middleton leaving the Goring Hotel. Very interesting to see what Carol Middleton is wearing today, because there's been a little bit of controversy about her dress. And then we'll be looking at the Prince of Wales leaving Clarence House, the Queen at 20 to 11, a key moment, with the royal salute as she leaves the palace. Bridesmaids and pages leaving the Goring Hotel. Now look at this time. This is a very important time. 9 minutes to 11, all very precise. That'll be when Catherine Middleton and her father leave the Goring Hotel. It's a very quick journey, no traffic jams, very smooth progress for them up to the Abbey. It'll probably take 6 minutes or so. And ready for that service to start at 11. I'm assuming, of course, that Kate is not going to claim her right to be late. I'm assuming she'll be more or less on time. After the service, well, we'll have a carriage procession. That's something interesting for me to mention as well. Cars to get there, carriages to come back. A big, grand, traditional, colourful carriage procession to get us back to Buckingham Palace. And that balcony appearance at 1:30. What we're seeing now, one of several little minibuses, and these are the bridesmaids and the page boys who are already on their way. over to the Goring Hotel initially, and then they'll be going to Westminster Abbey. We'll be seeing lots of these little minibuses today because some of the royal family too are being taken in them up to Westminster Abbey. It's got a different feel to it. The cars and the minibuses, very different to the carriage processions we've seen in the past on the way to the service. Watching all of this with great interest, of course, the friends of the Middletons who are still in Bucklebury today in West Berkshire, and Alex Jones is there with them.
Well, of course, joining the billions around the world who will be watching the wedding, as you said, are the locals here in Bucklebury who will proudly watch their girl walk down the aisle of Westminster Abbey. Now, Kate probably didn't have much sleep last night, and another very busy man is Graham Plankier, head of organisations. Graham, did you get any sleep?
Yes, 1.5 hours.
What have you been doing then?
Well, we got up at 1 o'clock and we presented 2 pigs and prepared them, and we put them on the hog roast, and we've got them rotating now with 1 very large turkey, which is all ready 9 to 9:30. And I think at the moment everything's all right. As long as we get some sunshine, everyone will be laughing.
Well, it looks great here. Now, they'll have a good spread in Buckingham Palace.
Yes.
Will your hog roast be nicer?
Oh, much better.
Of course
Definitely.
It will. And on the subject of food, we've got Mike here, a celebrity chef and also owner of the Pot Kiln here in Bucklebury. Now, the Middletons frequent your pub often. They were there last Friday. What sort of family are they? Will they be nervous this morning?
I imagine they'll be pretty nervous, but they're just an incredibly down-to-earth family. I think when you've known them, you know, they've been coming for a few years, you see them as like anybody else. But yeah, they're going to be nervous. They've got to be nervous.
And you've cooked for the famous pair on several occasions. How nerve-wracking is it for you cooking for the future Queen and King of England?
It's pretty scary. The first time it's pretty scary, but they're lovely people and very down to earth. And I think the main thing is the feeling around here is everyone's just so proud that she's from Bucklebury and one day she's going to be our Queen.
Great atmosphere here.
Yeah,
now over here we've got Daniel, musical maestro of the village. Now you've taught piano to not